Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, we're back with another weekly NFL predictions. Today, we're going to predict our Week 6 predictions for the NFL season. But first, as usual, we already know the drill. We gotta recap Week 5, our previous week, to check how we did. And then we predict the next week, Week 6. So, alright, let's do the normal thing. So, yeah, that was quick, because some of the videos are 40 minutes. It should not take ever 40 minutes for me to make prediction videos. I'm gonna be much quicker than, I'm gonna be more professional about this. I'm prepared for the picks this time. I'm not gonna go 7-7. I did it again, but just with less games. It was 14 games, and I still went 7-7. Oh, what happens if there was 16 games? I don't even wanna know. I'm happy we didn't do worse. I ain't gonna lie, wrong. 8-8, 7-7. Oh my gosh. So yeah, let's go recap week 5 and see how we did. Why we went 7-7. Week 4 is right now still our best week. 13-2. 1. No, I'm not gonna put the tie. I'm not gonna count the tie. So it looks like we had 15 games in week 4, but no, we actually had 16. But someone likes to tie a lot. So yeah. Alright, enough yapping. Let's get this going. We're a 51-26 record in total for the season. I have a 94.7% accuracy, so I am pretty much really accurate every pick somehow. And I have 510 points, and I am ranked at the 66,000s. That's a lot of people in front of me. Alright, let's actually recap week 5 and then we predict the week 6 predictions. Alright, so we have the Niners and Rams. Oh my goodness, that game. Oh my gosh. Let's not talk about it, bro. I don't even know how the Niners won. Let's not talk about how that is an upset. The amount of picks I got wrong because of these upsets, bro. Wow. Yeah, let's not talk about how the Niners should have not won that game. But guess they won. I don't even know how that happened. Then the Vikings and Browns. The Vikings barely scrubbed over the Browns, but they scrubbed the win. And it was international games. Probably what it is. It's a long travel. Like, the Vikings should have played better because, but still, the travel's so long. They're still in Europe. They've not been in the United States for a while. So, the Browns didn't take the trip well, but you could tell. But yeah, it was a sloppy game. It wasn't really that great. But at least the Vikings won and got my pick right. Then this game, I'm not gonna lie, was a toss up, but I didn't think the Saints were gonna win this. The way they won is kind of crazy. But yeah, it happens. It happens. It happens. Yeah, the Saints won. Good for them. Giants, really? I ain't gonna lie, they're both bad, but whatever. Then we have. We don't talk about that game. We just never talk about that game. And then we're gonna have the Colts blowing out the Raiders like I said they will. I told you those Colts are tough. That's a real 4-1 team, unlike the Niners and Jaguars. We'll talk about the Jaguars in a minute. And then the Eagles finally lose. I don't even care that I got that pick right. They finally lose. Eagles deserve it. You guys deserved it. Y'all been playing around too much. Y'all deserve it. That's what happens. You're playing too much. Broncos, good win. You guys are making me look good right now. I said the Broncos are going to be good. The Broncos are proving it, bro. They started a little, they started a little fluky. But that makes the Colts even much better as a team. Oh, those Colts, bro. I didn't see the Colts being that great. Hell yeah, those Colts are going to be praised a little bit longer than I thought. Well, they have to because they destroyed my team in week 1. Alright, and then the Cowboys. I ain't going to Cowboys. You're supposed to destroy the Jets. I ain't going to lie. The Jets are now the actual worst team in the NFL. As I said, the Jets are really bad. The Texans blowing out those Ravens backups because the Ravens are depleted. But still, this is a massive win. I didn't think it would be a massive blowout. Whoa. Ravens, y'all need your starters back because this is not looking good. Because I didn't think y'all this bad. This is not good, bro. Y'all need Lamar back. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know y'all that bad with Lamar. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, at least put like 20 points. Maybe that's what happens every time you lose your quarterback. Your quarterback is the man because without your quarterback, so I'm telling you, the Buccaneers in a shootout and they won. And then, hold on to be quicker. The Cardinals fumbled against the Titans. How could you fumble? Oh my gosh. Goodness me. Wow. And then the Commanders, obviously the Commanders, man. Obviously, as I said, the Commanders are gonna blow out the card. Okay, look, that's not a blowout statistically, but I don't care. It was a good win for the Commanders. They shut out the Chargers had it 27 points unanswered. So Chargers, you guys are frauds, proven, and the Commanders are not frauds. They're literally contenders. The Lions, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Lions, y'all should destroy the Cincinnati Bengals, but y'all won, so at least that happens. And wait, the both undefeated teams lost, y'all. You know what that means? The Miami Dolphins 17-0 record continues for another year. Everybody lost in the NFL. Put the champagne, fins up. The Miami Dolphins live another year with that undefeated record from 1972. That is my team that got the perfect record. Nobody has it but my team. Let's talk about that. But it's so long ago, we still have it. Patriots, remember 2007? Y'all couldn't do it. So that's why nobody's ever gonna do it. If that Patriots team couldn't do it, then nobody's ever gonna do it. My team, the only undefeated team in the history in the NFL. Alright. The 72 Dolphins are the only team that never lose a game. Okay? Everybody else failed. Because, you know. So the Bills, y'all losing to the Patriots. Y'all Bills are y'all Bills ain't gonna win nothing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The Bills are just and then the Chiefs, I don't even know how. You know what? I ain't gonna lie, the Chiefs aren't even that good this year. Oh wow. Jacksonville's 4-1, that's crazy, bro. That's over. That's over. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, that's the recaps, y'all, but the 72 Dolphins live on another year. Let's talk about that. It's more important than what happened. So yeah, that's our week 5 recap. There's yapping about how my team, you know, did something crazy in 1972, right? Alright, so we don't have to worry about anyone going undefeated for probably forever, right? No one's gonna be undefeated. That's impossible. Yeah, and you're gonna always lose. It's guaranteed you're gonna lose in the NFL at this point. After the 1972 is guaranteed you're gonna lose. Literally. Like the only team that's not guaranteed to lose is my Dolphins. And right now my Dolphins are not the same. It's been how long? 50 years since we did something like that? It's not the same no more. Alright, let's start yapping about that. Now this week, let's predict our week 6 predictions. And let's start off with Thursday Night Football. We got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the New York Giants in Thursday night. What is this, a primetime game? A blowout in primetime? Really? I know it's a divisional rival game, so it could be much closer than everybody expects, but divisional rival games, it varies, bro. Like, sometimes it can be close. Don't be surprised if this game is close, obviously. You know. But, look at the records, look at the teams. There's no way. There's just no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. After that, there's no way. I got the Eagles winning this game. I know the Eagles suffered their first L, but they suffered their first L with a good team. They're going against their divisional rivals. And this is basically their easiest one. Because the Commanders and the Cowboys can give, you know, the Commanders I actually really watch. Watch what the Commanders go through the season. Just watch. But the Cowboys, but these Lions, bro, they might go 0-6 in the division. So the Eagles are gonna have a field day with this one. It might be close. It's not gonna be much of a. It could be close because you know some divisional rival games it just doesn't matter because how much the better team is. But yeah, I will have the Eagles winning this game in a confident manner. No matter what, they have the better team and current Super Bowl champions. I understand they lost, but how the Giants played last week, there's no way the Eagles are going. It could be close, but no way. There's no way. I got the Eagles winning this game. The Eagles are gonna win, and not simple. I don't even know how this prime time. It should be 1 o'clock game. I don't know. I don't know when they're gonna start flexing these games, but here we go. Then we got another London game, international football. You already know it's becoming this tradition. These international football games in London now. You know, the first one was in Ireland. Now to the two other. Well, last week's was on Britain. You know, the United Kingdom and London, obviously, England, and again here in England, London. Not here. You know, I'm American. You know. Obviously, you can tell by my language. But no, you understand what I'm trying to say. I don't even know why these international games are like really. You know, I'm okay with them, but like always in London, why? Like can it be somewhere else? You know, understand like more like every weekend to be like some other country or some sort of other city. London again, the same spot of last week. Well, whatever. let's talk about the game. 9 o'clock game, international game in Britain. Yo, this is gonna be not even a close. This game's gonna be an actual blowout. This game is gonna be like 50-0 type of game. The Jets or the worst team in the NFL. And the Broncos are looking like a contender. And you know they're not gonna just, lose next week against the Jets. I know they're gonna have a long travel with the Jets as well. Both teams are gonna be tired, but the Broncos are gonna still win by a dominant fashion. It don't matter. The Broncos are much better than the Jets, and it's gonna show. Watch when I wake up that morning, I'ma see the Jets losing probably 40-10. Okay, I'ma actually see like the Broncos putting them to sleep. I'll literally wake up on Sunday like at 10, and I'm like, alright, let me check. I'll see the Broncos winning by a long shot. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. And then I go to church like, let me check. That game's over. And then, deal with my team after church ends. Because for some funny enough, church ends when the Dolphins are playing. But yeah, that's what's gonna happen. The Denver Broncos are gonna win this game easily. It's easy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's not wasting time on this one. Then we're gonna actually have our normal games, our 1 o'clock games on Sunday. We got the Cardinals in the cold, bro. No time to talk. You see what the Colts did? The Colts are gonna blow out the Cardinals. You saw what the Cardinals did? What is happening with the Cardinals? They're starting to fall off. I didn't think they were gonna be this to the type. The Cardinals. We gotta talk. What is happening? How do you fumble that bad? And unfortunately, you're going on the road against Indianapolis. They're literally piping They're so piping hot, it's not even funny. You can touch the pipe in the burning, bro. That's how freaking crazy this thing's going, bro. I'm glazing it, I know you're key, bro. 40-6 win is crazy, bro. That team is destroying teams left and right now. And they should have won against the Rams, thinking about it now. But, let's chill. But after what I saw last week from the Cardinals is no way, bro. And right now, currently, the Indianapolis Colts are undefeated at home. I think they're 3-0. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. They beat my Dolphins. They beat the Broncos. Yeah, they beat the Broncos, bro. Let's talk about that. That's crazy. And, they beat the Raiders. Okay. Yeah, they're 0-3 at home. The only L came on the road against a really good Los Angeles team. And they could have won that game. But, let's not talk about could. It didn't happen. But, yeah, yeah, the Colts are just a good team this year. Surprisingly, even though we didn't see this coming. But I got the Colts winning. The Cardinals are just. I'm sorry, it's over, bro. Oh, why so early? Why so early, bro? It's too early for this. It's too early for this, bro. Why the second game? All right, whatever. Then we got my team versus the Chargers. Why so early? I don't know. The Miami Dolphins versus the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm not gonna lie with you. The Dolphins are not a good team. We all know this. But my team, as you saw my short, I literally jumped on the screen. Now I ain't gonna lie, that's a little bit more than I was supposed to do, but I still was really mad. So I kind of just showed you what I really was feeling. I kind of wanted to do that, but to be honest, I kind of felt like doing it myself because I'm like, I'm so angry. I was gonna actually break the screen, but let's not be happy. The Dolphins will lose this game. Obviously, my team is horrendous. My team lost to the Panthers. That's over. Our season has been over, but it's for sure done. Like no little comebacks or anything like last year. It's over. Forget it. 1-4. I don't got nothing. The Chargers, I know they've been frauds and all, but oh my god. Yo, this game is, oh my goodness, this game is not gonna be fun to watch. If that, I don't wanna know. Look, we did worse. Look, at least, yeah, no, we did what the Cardinals did, bro. Oh, nah. Now, obviously, you think I'm gonna go against my team here, but you know what, bro? I'm gonna do the improbable. Now, obviously, this points to the Chargers to win this game, but we're at home. First of all, a lot of things. Los Angeles has to travel a long way to Miami, and we're at home, and we're with the sun that is piping hot outside. And Chargers has been falling off to teams that they're not supposed to fall off, like the Giants and the Commanders, that actually are the team they should have fell off to anyway, because the Commanders are actually a better team than them. The Commanders are like the only team are actually good. But okay, let's actually talk about it. The Chargers should have actually be ran off 4-1. That's how this should be, but they lost to the Giants. So you never know. I'm taking my time on this one because it's my team and my team matters. I'm swallowing my because we're really bad, bro. Like I can't even think about like anything positive right now. Like only Tua did good, bro. Like I don't want to hear it, bro. Let's talk about how Mike McDaniel's still actually the coach of the Miami Dolphins, bro. Let's talk about that. All right, but it should be an easy Chargers pick, but no, the Dolphins are gonna blow out the Chargers. How about that? I don't even care. I don't even care. Not with Justin Frobert. Huh, I said it. I'm gonna get this pick wrong, obviously, because my team is hot garbage. But I am hot garbage in these picks anyway to begin with, so what does it matter? I'm gonna lose with my team. It's over. I'm not picking against my team ever at this point. So every time you see my team, there's a good chance I'm picking my team because it's my team. I'm not gonna pick against them no more. And week 3, I felt really bad picking against my team, even though we lost. I said I should have got that pick wrong because I sh- I don't even care, bro. Because if the Chargers win and I pick the Chargers to win, that's just basically being selfish. No, bro. Your team, you die with your team at this point. The only reason why I'm picking my team is because I'm biased. The Chargers will win this game, by the way. I actually had the Chargers win this game, but I'm picking the Dolphins because it's my team and I want them to win. So sorry. It is what it is. My team is my team. Let's not talk about my team. I took 5 minutes of this one. My team is embarrassing. We're not gonna talk about it no more. It actually hurts my soul. Then we got the Pittsburgh Steelers back from their bye week versus the Cleveland Browns coming from London. Pittsburgh, your only L came at home. Will you prevail? This game's gonna be an actual close game. I'll explain why. The Browns have been playing close against a lot of teams. The Browns have been playing a lot of teams close. The Steelers can be like, watch out right here. They could lose this game, but I don't think so. I think that the Steelers are gonna win this game. I really think the Steelers are gonna win this game. Yeah, I got the Steelers winning this game. The Steelers feel like a good team. They took their rest. They're at home. It's gonna be a sloppy game, I think, and a defensive showdown for sure. Both teams are gonna, next. Yeah, this is a divisional rival game. It's gonna be a very close game. I know the Steelers are much better than the Browns, but the Browns always play their division rivals very well. So, and Pittsburgh's at home. They're at home. Pittsburgh came from a break. I feel like Pittsburgh are the better team, and they're gonna barely win in a close one. But I have the Steelers taking the edge and win this game right here. It's gonna be a very, very sloppy game, but I got the Steelers winning this one. And just because their defense is gonna perform just a bit better than the Browns, but the Browns could actually win this game. Watch out! This is a watch out. But I got Pittsburgh winning. It's gonna be a close game. If it's a blowout, I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised if the Steelers run away with this game. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't trust the Steelers winning in a dominant fashion. Not with the Browns. Maybe with somebody else. Their divisional rival, the Browns, always play. That's always a close game. Trust me. Last year, you could tell me last year how the Steelers went against the Browns. You know how that happened. Trust me, NFL is weird. A lot of weird stuff happened. Trust me. Then we got the Dallas Cowboys versus the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers should be 1-4. But the Panthers like to capitalize on a team that doesn't have a real coach, a real O-line, doesn't have nothing. Okay, so we're gonna have the Cowboys winning this game because the Cowboys have an actual offense. And they literally put 37 points on the Jets like they're supposed to, and put 40 on the Packers. and put 20. You know what? If Dallas is gonna outscore Carolina, then Dallas is gonna win this game, and they will. Sorry, Carolina, you're not a team. Like you beat my team, really? You beat my team? Wow, Carolina, you beat my team. Oh, really? Y'all wanna be laughing at my team? Y'all gonna take it. Okay. The Cowgirls are gonna somehow win this game. Okay. I trust them more, and I see them. They're gonna put 40 on y'all. Okay. Okay. The Cowboys are gonna win this game easily. It's not even close. Then we got the Seattle Seahawks versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now this is gonna be a close game. I know Seattle just lost a heartbreaker with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but Sam Darnold just did the wrong thing to a pick at the last minute of the game. I understand. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars starting pretty hot, 4-1. They have a chance, and they're at home. They have a chance. They're 4-1. They're gonna try to be pumped. They beat the Chiefs. They did everything, and Seattle's pretty mad they lost, at home, and then you know this game's gonna be close. Okay, but I'll actually have the Seattle Seahawks win this game because everybody's gonna have the Jaguars win this game. But I see somehow the Seahawks coming out on the road and actually getting the dub. I feel like the Seahawks are a better team. I really do. I really do feel like the Seahawks are a good team. They played really, really hard against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They could have won that game. So I feel like they can win against the Jaguars here. And I think they're going to get the job done. It's going to be a very close game like that, but this time they're going to be the winning side. I'll have Seattle winning. Sam Darnold's not going to sell, and he's going to have a great game, and he's going to actually get the game a win. Jacksonville's going to have a really good game, but they're going to fall short at home. But they're going to probably bounce back next week. Probably. I don't know who's going to go next week. I forget. Then we got the LA Rams versus the Baltimore Ravens. If we can see what the Baltimore Ravens are doing now, then we're going to all agree that the LA Rams are going to do exactly the same. The Rams, after losing a horrendous game to the division rivals in a heartbreaking fashion, they're going to have an easy break. The Ravens literally they're banged up right now. And you see how they're losing. They got destroyed by the Chiefs and Texans. And they still are banged up right now. This means, a free win at this point. Because there's no way. With that type of Ravens team, there's no way. I'll have the Rams win this game. And the Ravens season could be legitimately over. Lamar can come back and all that, and it might be too late. But it happens. It is what it is. I got the Rams winning this game easily. Coming out of law, the Rams gonna have a long season. They want to hope they get their quarterback and everybody back immediately because it's not looking good, bro. Y'all need your players back because it's not looking good. Then we got the New England Patriots versus the New Orleans Saints. The Patriots are good. I said it, they're good. Damn. Patriots are a good team somehow. Beating the Bills, wow. They almost beat the Bills. I don't start that. Let's not start this. Y'all should be 1-4. Let's be honest, bro. But or whatever, they're 1-3-2, so they're going against the Saints. They just got a break, bro. Not Patriots, bro. I'll be laughing if the Patriots lose this game. But there's no way. The Patriots, how they're starting to play, they're gonna win this game. They're starting to heat up. Drake May's playing good. Stephon Diggs is locked in. Yeah. And the Saints beating a Giants team, really, Saints? I'm gonna see if you can actually beat the Patriots. The Patriots are proving me wrong. They're actually beating contenders, and they can actually make the playoffs somehow. I can't believe that. I will have the New England Patriots winning this game. That's how simple. Then we have the Tennessee Titans or the Las Vegas Raiders. A toilet bowl right here. 1-4, 1-4. Wow, wow. Which team I trust more? The Titans that should be 4-5, or a Raiders team that is interesting to say the least. I would trust the team that's at home and the team that should be having more wins, maybe. Actually, I'll just trust the Raiders more. This is a toss-up, actually, surprisingly. But I'll have the Raiders win this game. I'll give them the win. Geno Smith's been playing horrendous, but Cam Ward's been playing okay. I know the Titans have won, but I don't know, bro. You never know. Maybe the Titans can spark something, but I ain't gonna lie. That was probably a fluky comeback. They're not gonna win again like that. I'll have the Raiders winning this time, and they're gonna go 2-4. Trust me. I think the Raiders are gonna win this game. Then we got the San Francisco 49ers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are a top team, y'all. And they're gonna be a more tougher team. They're at home. They barely lose at home. And we got the fraudulent 49ers. Oh, yes, I said it. They're fraudulent. I don't even see nothing impressive from the 49ers this season. I'm being serious. 4-1. How they're 4-1? Yeah, the Buccaneers are gonna hold them in no. Yeah, the Buccaneers are gonna beat up the 49ers. Yo, the Niners are literally all their players are in the bench, bro. They're hurt. How are they 4-1? Yeah, if the Buccaneers can just lock in, bro, they're gonna win this easily. Like easily. Like I don't know how the Rams couldn't do it. Like if Brock Purdy's not playing, oh, the Buccaneers are gonna win this game for sure. For sure, yeah, for sure. Could I be wrong? At this point, whatever. At this point, I'm being too confident. I have the Buccaneers winning this game. The Niners have to start. I don't even know. I'll have the Buccaneers winning this game. They're at home. They're a great team, and I trust them more than the Niners. I will have the Buccaneers winning this game. I don't know if the Niners are just pretenders or they actually trying to be contenders. Then we have the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Green Bay Packers. Packers, you guys you guys fell off. I know you're coming out of your bye. You guys fell off, but you guys got a gift this Sunday. Will you guys obviously tie or lose? What's when y'all going? Or y'all gonna win? Packers, you gotta come back. And you know what? This is a great start to come back. You're at home. You're undefeated at home, actually. Funny enough, your only wins came at home. So you know what? And the Cincinnati Bengals got just right now Joe Flacco, but ain't no way. Then the first game they're gonna try. I think the Packers play really good at home. Maybe as at home issue. Maybe when they're at home they play. They came from a bye week. They had it a while to think and reflect what they've been doing. They're gonna get back and start their Super Bowl run. Potential Super Bowl run. Potential. I says potential because this team really has the potential to be a Super Bowl team. I'm not kidding. How they started the season was amazing. It's sad they fell off, but I think they're gonna win this game. They're gonna win this game. It's gonna be a blowout. Okay. But should I even trust it anymore? It might be a close game because the Packers have been fraudulent. But maybe if they're at home, I trust them at home. They're both big wins came at home. Their little destructive fall came on the road. So you know what? I'm gonna say they're at home and they're gonna have a better game. They're gonna come from the bye week and come explosive again, and they're gonna win this game. That's what's gonna happen. Please be right. I'm gonna have the Packers win this game. If the Packers don't win, at this point, what is happening with y'all? Then we got the Sunday night football game: the Detroit Lions versus the Kansas Cities. I'm gonna lie, Chiefs, you're not the same. I told y'all so. I knew they're not gonna be the same this year. But I didn't think they'd all be 2-3 right now. Wow. 2-3. Yeah. And then we got the Lions being absolutely perfect in offense. Let's talk about how the Lions offense has been fuming. And the Chiefs are at home here. The Chiefs could win this game, but there's no way. I think the Lions are a much more better team. They've been winning. They've won 4 in a row. They've been, fuming. They've been hot. They've been piping hot. Their offense has been playing well. I got the Lions winning in a close one, but I have the Lions winning. How they've been playing football recently, it's amazing. And they've been putting points up the board for sure. Their offense is gonna absolutely outscore the Chiefs' offense. And that's part of the difference maker. And I think the Lions are gonna easily win this game. This could be a blowout. Watch out. But I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout, but it could be a blowout. You never know. But I'll have the Lions win this game. They have the better offense, and Chiefs, they're not the same. They're not the same. I'm telling you, they're not the same. They're not the same. Then our Monday night doubleheaders. We'll start with the Buffalo Bills and Atlanta Falcons. The Bills losing to the Patriots. You know, guys, the Bills are Bills. And the Falcons. They came from the bye week. Look, I'm not gonna lie. The Buffalo Bills are gonna win this game. I gotta be honest. They're gonna win this game. They're gonna win this game. Easily. Easily. Like, the Bills lost to the Patriots. You know, the Patriots can be something, but the Falcons are just, the Falcons are fraudulent. Okay, they're 2-2. Oh, I don't even know how they're 2-2. This should be 0-5. Just how they perform sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna have the Bills winning this game. The Bills are gonna bounce back after a horrendous loss to the Patriots. But yeah, they're gonna bounce back and win this game on Monday night. And then the other Monday night game, the Chicago Bears versus the Washington Commanders. I told you when JD5 is playing football, y'all. JD5 put a masterclass. And without McLaurin, when McLaurin comes back, this team is gonna be special. And this is gonna be. You're at home. Oh yeah, yo. I'm not gonna lie. I got the Commanders easily beating the Bears. The Bears. I know y'all came for your bye week, but the Commanders are gonna have an easy one here. The Commanders are gonna easily win, and it's gonna probably be, let's guess, probably like 73 points. I put 73 points. Why not? The Commanders are gonna easily just walk all over the Chicago Bears. After what I saw from the Commanders last week, JD5 is just somebody else. Debo Samuel actually played good. Their defense actually didn't play bad. Their defense played good. Except that punt return that didn't count, but we're not gonna talk about that. But JD5 is on fire. Well, JD5 in the offense, bro, this team is different, and this team became, the team I thought they were gonna be. So the Commanders are back for sure, and watch out, this team can have a long winning streak coming through. I'm gonna have the Commanders easily beating the Bears, Caleb Williams, and JD5 rematch. You already know. You know what happened last time when these two teams met? Last year, Hail Mary time. Could happen again? I don't think so. But this is the same grounds. I'm gonna have the Commanders winning this game. There's no way they're gonna have to do another Hail Mary against the Bears. So yeah, that's my week 6 predictions. Yes, you could tell I kind of got tired out doing it because there's a lot of games. But yeah, I might rush some of the picks. But yeah, that's my week 6 predictions. And yeah, I got some bold picks because recently the NFL's been very interesting, and I got a lot of picks wrong, so I got to be more bold this time. So yeah, I picked all the teams, and yeah, that's my week 6 predictions. You agree or not? It doesn't matter because my Dolphins are gonna lose that game, so it might be like, imagine I actually go 15-0. Nah, bro, I'll probably go 14-0 because the Dolphins are definitely gonna lose against the Chargers, and I'm pretty biased for no reason when the team is pretty bad. But yeah, besides that, I might actually do good. I'm hoping I do good. Every time I say I'm gonna do good, I'm gonna do bad. But yeah, let's hope we don't actually get worse, and hope we go, 15-0. Yeah, this is probably 30-minute video, so let me end this now because so yeah, that's that week 6 predictions, and yeah, I already know the NFL is getting crazy every week. I think it's like 2 teams in the bye week. I don't remember who it is, but it's 2 teams in the bye week. I think I can remember right now. Oh, I didn't pick. Who's in the bye week right now? I can look right now, but the Ravens are not. I have no idea. None of my divisions in the bye week. Not the NFC North either. NFC North, not even that. I don't remember who it was, but there's 2 teams down in the bye week. But yeah, there's 2 teams in the bye week. I'm not sure which ones there are, but there's 2 teams in the bye week. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you. Okay, I'm just fumbling the bag at this point. I'll see you on the next one, and let's see if we go 15-0. Probably not. Probably not. Oh wow. You know what, y'all? I'll see y'all next time, bro. Peace.